It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Hello, boys and girls. Scott here, coming at you from what we'll call affectionately right now the failure channel. If you don't know what I'm talking about, check out my last video. It's sort of the manifesto, if you will, about what this channel is going to be all about. In a nutshell, we all have day jobs, right? And we can't fail in those day jobs because our clients will fire us or our companies won't be happy. You know, you just can't fail on purpose. Well, this might be a channel where I fail on purpose. And that is a great segue to this week's video. A few days ago, I decided I was at the house by myself. Family was gone, so I decided it was a great time to try to do some sort of like a thriller or horror movie scenes. So I made a little short film, and when I say short film, it's 3 shots long, but I call it Creeper. And it was basically me experimenting with dimly lit rooms, but not light levels that were so low you couldn't see anything. Doing manipulation and post-production to try to darken things, make things scarier, and adding a little bit of scary music. And it stars only me. The good news is it's only about a minute long. So here you go. All right, so there you go. There was my first little short film starring me. You'll see in this first shot what I was really trying to do here was kind of work on that, you know, changing the focus as I walk down the hall, and then also getting really close up into the camera. And the other thing is too, is as you see me kind of tilt my head forward, you'll notice the left side of my face comes into the light. That was really all I was trying to accomplish on that shot, was sort of have a spot where I could be in darkness and then move my face into some sort of spooky light. This next shot, really it was all about coming through the door. I was just trying to get that sort of creepy, you know, when you're looking around the house, looking for the killer or looking for the mystery. Kind of the creepy walking in the door, door opening, creeping through. I actually lit this by bouncing a light off a mirror up onto my face. And it is very subtle, but it allowed me to have some light, but without, you know, shining it big and bright. In this last shot, this is me under the bed, finding a high-heeled shoe. That seemed spooky to me somehow. Basically, I'm shining some light through some laundry baskets there on the right-hand side of the screen. You can kind of see it, even though I've darkened everything. This worked not as great as I'd hoped. Maybe we call this shot a failure. I liked the idea. At the end of the day, I didn't have enough light on what was actually going on under the bed, which is the hand reaching for the shoe like you're seeing. And then if you also notice, I have a lot of cat hair under my bed, so I thought it would be fun to exhale really heavily and blow some of that cat hair around. You know, it's tough. I'm doing most of this by myself. Well, right now I'm doing it all by myself. But I actually love the exercise of doing things myself. It really makes you put your thinking cap on. How can I do this without it taking me an hour and a half to do? Just to make these 3 shots. I probably did those 3 shots in 15 minutes. And what I'm trying to really learn how to do is light for mood. I don't want the room lit up big and bright. I want it to be darker, a little more thriller-like, a little scarier. But then there's also a lot of that work that's done in post-production and editing. So anyway, that's just kind of what I was messing with on this one. Really, it was just an excuse to play around with some light. I use these little light panels. They're about this big for most of my lighting, including this up here. I do have one Godox 60 light, and I use that sometimes too, but I was trying to use smaller lights. I love using small equipment. I am all about small equipment. Obviously, I was shooting all that by myself. That leaves something to be desired because I'm having to get in front of the camera, look at the image, mess with the lights, fix the lights, dim them down, move them away, whatever. Just kind of an example of what I'm messing around with on this channel, and that's all that I got to say. So have a great week. See you later.